What's going on, everyone? I'm Trayvon Miles.
And I'm Haley Mylon.
And this right here, of course, is the Delmarva Sports Insider. Coming up in just a bit in today's episode, the Power Rankings make their return to the show.
Oh, yeah.
And I can tell you for sure, as much as it hurts me, the team in white will not be in my rankings.
Sorry, Trey. And we've got our plays of the week. It might be a block party, just a hint.
That's right. You got to stick around for that. And later in the show, pretty cool story about a former Bennett football player now going pro. Stick around to make sure you check that cool story out. All right, welcome to the show you know and love. Who else is there but us to run down all your high school action? We begin tonight like we begin a lot of winter nights. The Stephen Decatur boys basketball team still rolling. Can you believe it, Haley?
I can't, but I can.
Still rolling.
I can and I can't.
Exactly. They give you that kind of complex. So they look to keep things going on Tuesday when they took on Crisfield. Yeah. And the Crabbers tried really hard in this one. Jerron Johnson for Decatur getting the left hand to go. Baseline drive is good. Crisfield's Justin Cohen gave it all he had in this one. He's going to get the pass, and he's going to knock down the three from the corner.
Nice shot.
18-15 lead for Decatur at the half. Second half, this guy came to play. Kevon Voiles with the short jumper there on the baseline. Check out Crisfield, though. They kept this thing close all night long, courtesy of the big man underneath. Trajan Sterling going to gather the loose ball in the paint and get the two. And then check out Jordan Sterling cutting to the basket, going to get the pass from Trajan, and he lays it up for two. Decatur put things away like they've been doing. Here's the nail in the coffin right here, the exclamation point by Voiles. All but close out that game. They win this one in a close one, 66-54.
All right, and then later in the week, the Seahawks took on the Washington Jaguars. Getting it started, Dorian Stevens makes a good move and hits the floater. Then Gary Burdell through the paint. He misses the layup, but Kavea Luma, what do you know? He's there for the putback, of course. Not even surprising here. Kevon Voiles, 2 dunks, I know. One-handed slam there. He finished the game with a game-high 20 points. Washington trying to get it going. Tyler Polson gets the layup through traffic and to the other end of the floor. Voiles, he does it all. He hits the buzzer beater to end the quarter. Decatur takes it 66-47. What do you know? Still undefeated in the Bayside Conference.
So what do we know? Another strong week by Decatur. When we talked to Coach Johnson last week, of course he said he acknowledged that every team they played now from here on out would definitely be coming hard at them. So they've been taking some shots on the chin, but definitely still in the game, always in the game with Kavea Luma and Kevon Voiles. Some close wins, but wins nonetheless.
I feel like teams up their compete level when they're facing Decatur. I feel like they got to get hyped because it would be amazing to knock them off in the conference. But you know what's astounding is these are close games in the first half, like Washington, Crisfield. Those teams hang in there, but then Decatur comes out in the second half.
Establish their will.
I don't know what kind of juice they're drinking in the locker rooms there, but it's some Superman stuff because they come out, and then in the fourth quarter, in that second game, they scored 10 points in the first minute alone, a 10-point run.
You got offense like that, you don't need to worry. Some special things definitely going on down in Berlin. We also had a pretty good big one going on in the Bayside North. Earlier this week, we had Kent Island, who was 8-1 in the Bayside North. They hosted Kent County, who came in at 9-0 in the North. And this was a great game. Shamar Turner in transition with the layup. Turner the burner. Nice transition shot right there for the Trojans. Kent Island now going to work. Dallas Miller, great pass underneath to John Van Wyck for the layup. And then watch out, this is one of my favorite players, Tariq Johnson. Get out of his way. You're not going to block it. Don't even try right there. Nice dunk right there for the home crowd to stand up. But Kent County, they have a pretty good player too. Also a perennial player of the year in Manny Camper. He gets through the lane and he gets 2 to go. But this was a close one, but guess what? When it counted, Kent County would nail things down at the end. They win this one 65-63. A great effort by Kent Island. Can't be understated what they're doing with a one-man show essentially in Tariq Johnson. Going to be interesting to see how far they can go in a wide-open 2A with Johnson and how he puts that team on his back. The first game of the season was against Parkside, and they played Parkside pretty good. Parkside looks to be the cream of the crop as far as the 2A goes, so it'll be interesting to see what the Buccaneers are able to do with Tariq Johnson leading them as far as the playoffs go.
I just want to see them hand Tariq Johnson the ball and just see what kind of magic he works with it. I mean, he's so big, like you said with that dunk. You're not going to block him. You're not. What can you do to contain him? Because he does have a nice outside shot, and then when he gets in the paint, just go home. Go home.
Exactly. All right, we move things back to the Bayside South now, where Pocomoke hosted Crisfield on Thursday. And now remember, Crisfield lost to Decatur on Tuesday, and we showed it, so they really could not afford another loss. Pocomoke coming into this one finally back on their feet with all the losses after the Governor's Challenge. They really had a hangover after that tournament. And in this game, Crisfield came into Pocomoke City and played the defending champs tough. Trajan Sterling with the and one layup. Justin Cohen hitting the jumper from the right side for 2. Then Jordan Sterling, nice look inside to Trajan. He's going to make another layup. Kevin Fisher missing the layup. And stop me if you heard this before. Trajan with the rebound and the putback. Big game for Big Trey as Crisfield wins it 64-58. Crisfield with a really legit chance to take the 1A. Of course, Snow Hill in the driver's seat, but I really like what the Crabbers are doing right now.
Yeah, they actually are a really, really gritty team. It's pretty impressive, actually. They hung close against Decatur, which is kind of a testament to how good you are.
Yeah, but everybody's doing that now, so we'll see how that plays out.
I know. Well, Y-High, you can leave for this one.
I'll look this way.
Y-High hosted the Washington Jaguars on Tuesday, and they were looking to snap a 3-game losing streak. So, Trey, just close your eyes. First quarter, Jaden Baker makes a really tough lay-in here to get things going for the Indians. I don't know. That defied gravity, physics, whatever. Dorian Stevens then brings the ball up the court. He misses, but Rashawn Fitzgerald, don't worry about it, bud.
Box
he
out,
collects the rebound and gets the putback and the foul for the Jaguars. Then John Taylor receives the outlet pass on the other end and lays it in for some insurance for Y-High. How about that? Then Josh Sproul to the other side. He misses the corner 3. That's a tough shot. But Fitzgerald was all over the boards. He gets the putback. Contain that man. Y-High not going to lose at home, though, in their 4th straight game. Pass up to Devontae Dixon, who puts it up. The Indians get the win 76-59. That'll end their 3-game losing streak.
A win.
Yeah,
feels
to get
good.
a little momentum going in the right direction, and it's got to feel good for you, Mr. Y-High.
I think so. I'll tell you what, like I said, Y-High is not sniffing my power rankings this time around. Really good to see them get a win at home against Washington. Their problem is on the road. They just went to Snow Hill on Thursday, lost another game. So 0-9, I believe, is the record for Y-High on the road this year.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, really tough. All right, we take things to Georgetown now. We had a little private school tilt on Monday. 2 top EZAC teams squared off when Salisbury School traveled to take on Delmarva Christian. And early in this one was all Dragons. John Cottingham knocking down the jumper from the corner. Then later, check out Matt Zeeby with the easy 2. They jumped out to an early lead. Delmarva Christian looking to close the gap. Check out Andrew Workman. His jumper, no good. Josh Von Hoff's putback, no good. Chris Von Hoff, the brother, he's going to try it, and he is going to put it in. Life lesson, kids. Try again. That's right. Later on, the Royals attacking even more. Great acrobatic layup in the lane by Wyatt Kowatowski. Great name, too, as they get closer before half. Then this turned into the Martin Abraham show. Check him out. He sinks one from the elbow, starting to feel it a little bit. And check out the heat check. That 3 good as well. 18 points, game high. And check out his little shimmy there. He's really feeling it. Christian going to take this thing over, though. Nice pass inside, and Von Hoff finishes this one off. Then it's Andrew Workman for 3 of his 16 in the defender's face as Delmarva Christian wins this one in overtime, 42-40.
Good game. Now, there's nothing like a little rivalry. You want to talk about emotion? This game had it.
Sussex Tech and Central, man. Nothing like it.
Yeah, Ethan Lambert, the nice dish inside, found Brian Evans, who fights through a little contact. He gets the deuce. And then Tech down at the other end works the zone. Nice pass to Ricky Kane for the reverse layup. Then check this out. Khalil Bolden with the quick hands for the steal. Nice no-look pass to Patrick Dennis, who lays it in. Central would figure things out, though. Freshman Devin Reynolds. Yeah, check this out. Boy can shoot. You are right. He strokes the 3 there. Then Lambert, smooth past his defender. He curls to the hoop for the lay-in. Central wins 67-63. Safe to say. That's a nice little rivalry.
Bragging rights for Ethan there. The walking bucket is what he calls himself. So he's definitely going to be talking about that one. Check this out. In the capital city, really budding rivalry in Polytech and Dover. Panthers on the move here. Joey Haas collecting the miss and getting the putback right there. The Senators actually returning the favor. Another good freshman shooter is Eden Davis for the Senators. He sinks one from behind the arc. Polly with some nice passing here. Carter Chasnoff with a great look inside to Haas, who finishes it. Dover would lead by 2 at the half and keep things moving from there. Javon Peace going to get the hoop and the harm. Dover also avenges an earlier season loss as the Senators go on to win this one 60-46.
Yeah, that's got to be nice. Well, that is it for highlights for now, but when we come back, it's the fun part. It's when Trey gives us his power rankings, and you guys can make fun of him on Twitter, which I highly encourage.
Please.
Hi, I'm Julius Sneed, wrestling for Parkside High School at 145, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.